Hey, this is Parag with iRepairMD, and today we have an Xbox Elite 2 controller that has an issue. Customer stated that one of the joystick right here is a little jammed. This one moves freely. This one has a click to it. It seemed to be something is stuck in there. And this one is fine. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take the Xbox controller, shell off, and clean off the component, and to make this thing goes free again, because it seems to stop at a certain angle. Feels like something grainy is in it. So let's go ahead and proceed with the repair. This Xbox, well, the part that we need to access really doesn't need screws. It's just the top access. Let's go ahead and pull out the joypad controller right here. These are magnetically locked. So what we need to do is access underneath these. In order to do that is we're going to have to take off the shell, front shell. So I want to get a pry tool. Carefully, just go find the easiest part, which is I use the space in between the top shell and one of the top buttons. So we're going to go right here. And these are all clip tools, clip joints. So you can see they snap right on, snap right off. So again, use a pry tool carefully not to scratch up the controller. Once you get to this side, go ahead, work your way around. There you go. You don't want to break any of these pins, else you have a hard time putting the controller back on. Okay, now we got most of it done. Now let's take the other half right here. Control pry tool right here. Okay, now that you have it off, so lift it up slowly. Okay, now we have this off. So now what we need to do is access this area right here, okay? So now what I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and spin controller. Okay, and what I want to do is we're going to use a vacuum, because sometimes playing the games, some piece can get into it and jam and prevent it from moving freely. As you can see right here, it's a little bit more freer, but this is way more freer to move. But I still feel something a little grainy here. So what we need to do is go ahead and we're going to vacuum this area out. Vacuum. I'm concentrating the vacuum in just this area right here. All right, got the vacuum off. I'm gonna go ahead and anyways, I'm gonna brush this area off to make sure that we have no more debris. Turn this upside down and tap it. Okay. So we got some areas right here, some grain. That could be the one. Okay, now it's moving freely. Let's go ahead and test it out. Screw this back on. Okay, screw this back on before we put the controller in. Before I put the cover, the faceplate back on. And you can see now it's moving freely. Okay, so this is good. Let's go ahead, snap the controller faceplate on. And you go ahead and want to apply pressure all around evenly. Snap all this into place. Okay. And now let's go ahead and put the magnetic piece back in. Oh yeah, now it moves equally free. So now this controller is completed. But anyways, this is how you fix a controller that has a limited movement on one of the joystick. Okay, this is Parag with iRepairMD. What you saw was a repair of the Xbox Elite 2 series controller. Safe repair.